Good morning, everyone. Lee Taft here. Welcome to Speed Tips from my garage in the classroom. Today, believe it or not, is episode number 60. Can't believe we've done that many already. Hey, today's kind of a fun one. I'm excited to share this. This is one where you're going to need just a piece of equipment, okay, and you're going to need multiple sets of it. But really, all you need is if you have just a simple 40-inch band, okay. If you have longer, awesome. If not, and if you want, you can use the handle type bands, okay? Anything and all that has the ability to stretch is perfect. So this topic today, what we're going to do is we're going to work on the lateral shuffle, but we're going to work on core and rotational demands that the lateral shuffle needs. And this is just called our Paloff shuffle progression, okay? It's awesome. I love this. So let me get through it and show you how this works. So the first thing, I'm just going to use this one. This is actually, I have the long Superflex bands, and I have, because they're really long, and I have a handle that came with it. It's perfect, okay? So what we're going to do is, in the Paloff progression, what we do is we take our outside hand and we grab first, then the inside. That way, I don't dominate with an adduction, okay, and potentially a pec cramp. Sometimes you get your pectoralis muscle, your chest muscle can cramp as you come in. So go outside hand first and then support it with the inside hand, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a nice athletic stance. Let me just lower this a little bit for you here, okay? So you can see my feet. We want to make sure we have width and we dorsiflex, okay? So my knees are pushed forward, so I'm dorsiflex, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start at level 1, okay? Level 1 is here, 2, 3. So we're starting at level 1. And we're going to walk shuffle 2 times, okay? So I'm going to go from here, I'm going to push, come back, work deceleration, do it again, deceleration, okay? Then we go to level 2. So now I'm out to level 2. Now my core demand, groin, hip demand, and even rotational forces down at the feet are getting increased doing this, okay? So I do the same thing. We go out, and then we come back, and then I'll go to level 3. Now, once we've gotten there, now we start adding speed. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to go right to level 2 rather than level 1, but you would typically go to level 1. So I'm going to go level 2, and now we go into our explosive shuffle. So we'll go from here, we push, back, pause, push. So we're working on that explosive power and not getting rotated out of it. So we have to stay strong. The last progression is now we're going to introduce change of direction with it. Now, this is where the core, integration of the hips, integration of the feet, rooting into that ground is so critical, and having a proper force application angle is really important. So it looks like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start, so here would be very little tension. I'm just going to give myself about a foot of tension, get it to my level 2, and I'm going to start with a quick change of direction, and then the whole drill starts with change of direction, okay? So we go from here, push, push, push. And the whole time, I'm working on not rotating, okay? Now, in this progression, I'm not going to do it now, but there are other variables to it where I will get the athlete out to the end, and then we'll actually do a couple to 5, 2 to 5 slow control Paloff presses. So they would get out here and then press, hold, come back, and come right back out so we can increase the demand of the core. So remember, everything you do is always fighting transverse plane rotation. When you move in the frontal plane, when you move in the sagittal plane, when you're vertically jumping and landing, you're always fighting rotation just because of the way we are designed and where we're built. So this is an excellent tool to help athletes gain stability and root yourself into that ground correctly. That's why I'm always talking about perpendicular foot, dorsiflex, ankle. That loses correctly. This challenges that, okay? Challenges that concept and that principle, and it abides to the laws of movement, okay? Action-reaction forces, the importance of force application angles, laws of acceleration, and all those things get challenged greatly when we add the band to this. So hey, give that one a shot. Let's say you have 10 bands, okay? Well, if you could easily go 40 athletes, okay? Go 4 to 1. One works real quick, boom, they're out. Next one goes, because it's fairly fatiguing. So 4 to 1 is a good work to rest ratio in terms of athletes. 4 athletes to 1 working, all right? three resting while one's working, and then you build it out from there. It's awesome stuff. Give that one a shot. We'll be back tomorrow for episode number 61. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.